I'm Brittany Riley, and you're in the kitchen with Britt. Thanks for joining me. I'm here in the beautiful kitchens of Home Appliance in Avon, Ohio, and I'm gonna make a lemon chicken garlic orzo soup. So nice Greek soup to warm you up. I'm, like I said, near Cleveland, Ohio, and looking out the window, a couple inches of snow. It said it was 21 degrees. I'm thinking about bathing in some soup. Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna start off, I have all of my veggies chopped. What we usually start a lot of different soups with is called a mirepoix, and that is onions, celery, and carrots. And you wanna kind of chop them fairly evenly. That means maybe your onions are a little bit bigger than you normally would, or maybe your carrots and celery are a little bit smaller than you would normally think. So we'll get these going first. I have some garlic that will go in, but we're gonna wait a little while because it's chopped obviously much smaller than these guys are. But I do have some dried thyme, and this is a really good time to add it because your dried spices like that take a little bit more time to open up and really give off some flavor. So actually kind of doing that on direct heat versus just adding it into your broth later is great. So we'll get these going. I'm actually a vegetarian, and so I'm used to, if I want to participate in the big family meal, I'm used to kind of getting creative and, you know, pairing something off. So I'm going to be making a lemon chicken, we're making lemon chicken soup already. I'm going to be making a lemon chickpea soup as well on the side. So what I usually do for that, so that it's a little bit easier for me and, you know, less math in my head of portions and things like that, is I'll make one big pot of soup, and I'm gonna use vegetable stock, and then I will pull some of that when it gets to the end, you know, right about the time that I would be adding the chicken, and then I'll do my separate little dish on the side. That also helps me a lot because, you know, the most important thing in the kitchen is tasting, and I don't want to serve something that I haven't been able to, you know, obviously test and see, you know, does it need more salt? Does it have too much salt? Things like that we want to be able to adjust before sharing our food with somebody else. You know, even though I don't eat meat, I still put all the love I can into those dishes, and you know, your skills can only take you so far blindly. You have to be able to taste. So I may not be able to taste that grilled steak that I serve, but I can certainly adjust something like this so that I'm able to taste right up until the last moment. So it gets louder and louder. It's one of my favorite sounds, but causes me to shout for a video. It's also the thing that, like, within 20 seconds, your home fills with like the best smell in the world. A little dried spice, any veggies with onions, and soon we'll add the garlic, and it's great. Very comforting, especially on these cold, cold days. So I like to let it go about 3 or 4 minutes so that our veggies, you know, start to sweat and kind of release some of their liquids. Now I'm gonna add in some garlic. We're gonna toss in a bay leaf, and then what I'm gonna do as well is I'm going to get some of my vegetable stock in here, and we're just gonna kind of let these veggies cook in the stock for a little while. I wanna develop all those flavors. We'll add some salt and pepper, and then we'll come back and kind of start divvying it up a little bit, add in our chicken and our orzo. We're gonna be finishing this with some fresh lemon juice and some fresh parsley and stuff like that to kind of brighten up a dreary winter day. So we'll be back in a little bit. Well, I have added my vegetable stock to the pot, and I just finished trimming up my chicken. We're using chicken breasts, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just laying them directly into here. Actually, I'm gonna put in this one. Right into the simmering pot, and it will cook the chicken, and then when we get towards the end of that, I will take it back out on my clean board, chop up the cooked chicken, and we'll toss in our orzo pasta. And then just very, very last, we'll finish with our fresh lemon, fresh herbs. Those are the last things you want to put in. Heat's already off and everything because we want the most flavor out of those and we don't want to cook any of it off. So we'll let this cook for a little bit, toss in our orzo pasta, and come back and finish this off. So we have a nice rolling boil on these guys, and so our chicken has been in right about 15 minutes. I'm gonna kind of shake off all of our veggies, put it on my clean board, and I'm just gonna shred it or chop it, whatever you kind of prefer. And while I'm doing that is when I'm gonna toss in my orzo. So it's kind of perfect timing. If we put our pasta in too early, you know, it'll kind of soak up too much of our soup and get really gummy. So our chicken's done. It's the perfect time to add it in and then toss the chicken back in, finish with those beautiful little aromatics, and it's ready to serve. It smells amazing in here. One other thing I wanted to point out, the onion skins, the garlic ends, my pieces of, you know, carrot and celery and all that good stuff, onion that I didn't use, I bag up. I'm gonna put this in my freezer for now because I'm busy enough on the stovetop, but the next time that I want to make a nice vegetable stock, I have this ready. It'll be a good start. Basically, I'll throw in probably an extra couple cloves of garlic just for some extra flavor, a bay leaf, some thyme, you know, different herbs that I might have on hand, stuff like that. But this will give me a really nice vegetable stock next time. All right, time to finish this soup off. It looks beautiful. Our orzo is nice, it's not too bloated. We're gonna add in juice from a whole lemon and a couple tablespoons of that fresh parsley. I recommend kind of testing for salt and pepper after you've added your lemon juice, just because sometimes that can change how you feel about it. All right, that's gonna look really pretty in the bowl too. Enjoy!